This conflict of interest. You only here to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no crime.
Wait a minute.
Ain't no
I'm
victim
not
or
your
no
man.
loss, bro.
I'm not your, listen,
Hey,
listen, I'm
hey,
not your man. I'm
look,
not
sir.
your, oh, ain't your
Hey,
bro.
sir. Hey, sir.
Okay?
Respectfully, you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. You've been on the bench since what, 21? Couple years? You need to talk to somebody.
I'm not your bro. I'm not your man, and I'm not to be interrupted when I'm speaking. I gave you the respect and the right to speak. Just because you're unsatisfied with the way that I ruled, then that's not my problem.
All right, everyone, buckle up. Today, we got a wild courtroom showdown. Judge Perkins versus a sovereign citizen who actually missed his court date because he was locked out of the Zoom call. Yep, that's his real excuse. Judge Perkins? Not having it. She flat out denied his motion, and you can bet this guy lost it. Missing court is serious business, and his smug attitude definitely didn't help. What do you think about this one? Drop your thoughts in the comments because things are about to get heated.
Excuse me, sir. I heard you say that you only read the first couple lines. Is there any way we could
Yes.
possibly take another case if you get your chance to read the entire thing? It's only
No,
2 pages.
I'm not going to read this entire thing today.
It's only like 3 paragraphs, the entire thing. The rest are just case sightings.
All right, I'm gonna deny the motion. I will set the matter for
Is there
a
any way I can
trial.
get a written? Can I get a written articulation as to why you're denying the motion?
I'm denying the motion
I would just
because
appreciate a written excuse. Can I get a
I'm
written
not
articulation?
going to give it to you in writing.
Are we on record? Are we on record?
We're on record.
Okay. Is this court bound by the U.S. Constitution and Supreme Court rulings?
Yes.
Okay, you were denying my motion when I said that I had Fourth Amendment violations, and you're saying that you're denying my motion without looking into it or granting me a hearing to go over my motion, or give me an articulation as to why, a written excuse as to why. I want to make sure that that's what you're saying to me.
You're asking for a change of venue. I'm denying it.
I'm saying that I know there's a motion for dismissal, and I'm saying that you, as an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause, if you're not going to uphold my due process and my Fourth Amendment, I'm saying that maybe we could change venues where I could get a real judge.
Okay, I'm denying the motion to dismiss. Okay, I'll set a trial date for you so you can be heard on that type of form.
I insist that the court give me a written excuse as to why you're denying my motion, so I can take that to the tenor. Okay.
Well, you can insist all you want to.
Okay. I appreciate that, but I'm telling you, you're telling me today why you're not going to look into it or give me a hearing. That's so I can go over the evidence that I have to present to go with my motion. You don't want to do any of that, so I'm just asking that you can give me a written excuse that I could go take and complain against you on, because that's violating my due process. You didn't even give me the chance to say we're going to schedule a evidentiary hearing or something like that. You're going to sit up here and disregard that when I made genuine claims and put genuine evidence in there.
Honestly, I can't tell if this guy is completely off his rocker or just pretending to be dumb. Let me know what you think about his motion and the whole "I want a new judge" nonsense. Newsflash: judges aren't required to explain why they deny a motion, especially one that's legally baseless. Now, he's all butthurt, and his solution is just trying another judge. Classic. This guy is clearly unaccountable, and these sovereign citizens just keep pushing the envelope. Seriously, every time they hit the courtroom, it's more antics, more denials, and usually more costs. It makes zero sense. But let's jump back in.
At the end of the day, like I said, there's no crime. This is a fraudulent charge. There's no suspect. Y'all suspect me for no crime. There's no victim, no losses. Okay? And in a minute, it's going to be malicious prosecution. So I'm asking you to dismiss this charge or change the venue. And if you refuse to do that, I'm asking you for a written excuse so I can take it to the tenor, sir. That's what I'm telling you. Because if not, I'm going to go to the tenor without it and let them know that you refuse to give me a written excuse, and you refuse to give me an evidentiary hearing, but you just straight denied it. When you just 5 minutes ago, you said you didn't even read it. Now you just denied it. That's conflict of interest. That's bias. That's all that. So let's put it all on record. If you feel just as strongly as you feel, give me a written excuse. If not, let's change venue. Because you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. This conflict of interest, you only here to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no crime.
Wait a
Ain't
minute.
no
I'm
victim
not
or
your
no
man.
loss, bro.
I'm not your, listen, I'm
Hey,
not your man.
look, sir.
I'm not your
Hey,
bro.
sir. Hey, sir.
Okay?
Respectfully, you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. You've been on the bench since what, 21? Couple years? You need to talk to somebody. I'm asking you to give me an evidentiary hearing to go over my motion for dismissal with the overwhelming evidence or change venue. Because if not, I'm going straight to the tender right after this. And that's on you, sir. You had this. You did this.
Oh, all right. Now I'll let you
Straight
speak.
like that.
No, that's all we need. I don't want to hear any
All
more
right,
from
cool.
you.
It's cool.
You made
I appreciate it.
your record.
You,
No,
this is
don't
due
interrupt
process.
me.
This
I
is
didn't
a due
interrupt
process
you.
violation. This is a due process violation right now. And the way y'all tried to railroad me when I was ready to argue my trial. I told you I was here to argue my trial. Y'all locked me out. Now you're trying to start the process over. They not prepared to present a case. I'm telling you. They're not prepared to present an injured party, sir. What are we doing?
Listen. Please do not say any more. You've already made your record. I've given you that opportunity. If you continue on, especially interrupting me while I'm talking, because I didn't interrupt you while you were talking. I'm not your bro. I'm not your man, and I'm not to be interrupted when I'm speaking. I gave you the respect and the right to speak. Just because you're unsatisfied with the way that I ruled, then that's not my problem. You take whatever. Wait a minute. Let me say it. You take whatever recourse that you feel that is necessary. Now, what I can do, Mr. Lewis, is I can set you a jury trial date. And at that jury trial date, you will have an opportunity to represent yourself or do whatever you want to do and put all your proofs on the record by a jury of your peers, and you can argue with that.
I'm telling you, this guy seriously deserves to be held in contempt. How is Judge Perkins being this lenient? Personally, I'd be hammering that gavel already. These Zoom court hearings are wild. Defendants suddenly get so confident behind the screen. There's nothing stopping them when they go on these rants, because you can't just bark at them in person. Honestly, I don't know why we're still doing virtual court in 2024. If this were in person, half of these sovereign citizen clowns wouldn't dare pull these stunts. What do you guys think about Zoom hearings? Should we even still be doing them? Let's dive back in.
That, but I was still like a written.
You order the transcript. It's in the transcript.
I can't even get the court reporter to respond to my voice messages or you to respond to my emails, sir.
The reporter is not going to respond to your voice message. The court reporter is going to respond to you
The
coming down.
36th district told me to call her today, that I was locked out of my trial date. I had a scheduled trial. The court told me to call her that day, and I called her that day, and she still hasn't responded. So I'm trying to see if the court that you work for is trying to tell me how the appropriate channels, and then y'all doing it different in y'all court. What am I to do?
I think you're talking about the court clerk and not the court reporter. This is a distinct.
Yeah, I was told to call the clerk the day that I was locked out, the moment I was locked out.
So we moved past that getting locked out on March 18th. Yeah, so I'm giving you another.
How soon can I get another trial date, sir? How soon can I get another trial date? That's what I'm asking.
That's what we're trying to do now. A jury trial. I'm gonna let the jury of his peers hear what he has to say. July 23rd. 2024 at 9 a.m.
July 23rd?
2024 at 9 a.m. We'll have a final pretrial the day before.
Why would we need a final pretrial? Why would we need a final pretrial?
Because I said I wanted one.
But that's how you protecting your interest. You protecting your interest and you're going to dismiss it on that day. So you're trying to play with me. You could dismiss it today. You literally, but
a final pretrial 8:30.
You are literally violating my due process. You can't even give me a written excuse, but you're going to all this whole.
Mr. Lewis, I know you don't want counsel, but is it possible we can talk in a breakout?
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. I am in pro se. I'm in pro se.
Go wherever you want to. Final pretrial July 22nd. I am. Is going to be July 23rd. All the parties must appear on the final pretrial date, and the jury, and that can be on Zoom. And the next day, the jury trial date is in person. Have a very good day, Mr. Green. Best of luck to you.
That's not my name.
This upcoming jury trial is going to be a nightmare for our sovereign citizen here. I cannot wait to see how it plays out. If enough of you are interested, I'll post that one next. But seriously, what do you think about this hearing? Personally, it feels like a win for him. He mouthed off to the judge and nothing happened. No real repercussions. With Zoom hearings, respect seems to be optional nowadays. I honestly think he should have been held in contempt. But Judge Perkins had other plans. That's courtroom life for you. All right, that wraps up this hearing. If you want more courtroom chaos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching and take care.